This Knicks team keeps getting underestimated through the national media. I hate it. They might be inconsistent, but Brunson isn't. It's a fact. Hawks, zero clutch players. Raptors, zero clutch players. Magic, last year in the playoffs, had like a 9 for 29 game versus Celtics. 76ers, Maxi's clutch. I'll give them credit, but that's why I don't want to play the Sixers. I don't. Like, they're at the 8th seed, but they're a game back of 6. So it's tough. I don't know. Like, I don't know who I would want to play. And then Charlotte, all these teams have weaknesses. So do the Knicks. So the East is so wide open this year. Welcome back to Inside the Arc. I'm your host, Matthew Geller. And that right there, that's a statement win. The New York Knicks go on the road and take down the Atlanta Hawks 108-105 in a game that showed everything you want to see from a playoff team. Because it wasn't easy. These Hawks aren't a bad team. They're a good team. The Knicks were down double digits in the second half. And for a while, it felt like they might not have enough. And heading into the fourth quarter, Jalen Brunson was struggling. Shots weren't falling. The rhythm wasn't there for him. But that's why he is your reigning clutch player of the year. 17 points in the fourth quarter, taking over when it mattered. That's what most leaders do. That's what stars do. And that's how you win games. And that's why we call him Captain Clutch. And let's not forget who they beat. These Hawks came in hot. 18-2 in the last 20. Hadn't lost a home game in 6 weeks. 6 weeks. One of the hottest teams in the NBA. And the Knicks walked into that building and found a way. And it wasn't just Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns had a huge third quarter. And OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Mitchell Robinson were all massive. And we're all huge on the defensive side of the basketball, making stops and plays when it mattered most. Atlanta got a big night from Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the NBA's most improved player, with 36 points. But when the game was on the line, they don't have no Jalen Brunson, and he couldn't hit the shot. That's the difference between some of these playoff teams. They don't have a closer. The Knicks do. I'll get to some teams having a closer later. CJ McCollum would pull up from midcourt. The shot would go in to tie the game. But it didn't count. Just late. The ball didn't leave its fingertips in time. And then we said game over. The Knicks win. Now, we look ahead. 3 games left. And it looks like this team is locked into the 3 seed. We've got a lot to break down. The win, Brunson's clutch performance, and what this means heading into the playoffs, and why having clutch players really matters in the playoffs. Let's get into it. Let's get to these box scores, and then I'll get to the other stuff. Brunson, statistically wise, wouldn't have the greatest game. 11 from 26, 30 points, but that separates him. He doesn't let that impact him heading into the fourth, and he rose up. Hart would be pretty bad. He had a rough turnover in that fourth quarter, I'm pretty sure, but 1 for 3. He didn't really shoot much. Couldn't really get it going. Bridges was solid, 7 for 13, good effort. Towns double, 20 points, shot really efficiently. The third quarter was all him. He looked like he was playing like himself. That was great. And then you got OG Anunoby, 7 from 14. Solid. 4 threes, solid. Mitchell Robinson, 8 points, 12 boards. Clarkson was average. Shamet didn't shoot much, and Deuce was a bit loose, but we need him to be looser. This looks like, because we were fully healthy this game, this looks like it's going to be the playoff rotation. So no Alvarado, no Diawara, and no Sohan in the rotation. But we'll see in the playoffs if Mike Brown switches it up, as during a playoff series, you might have to change your rotation up depending on the matchup and depending on how much you're down. You got to change things up if you get down like 2-0. Got to change things up, because clearly what you've been doing wasn't working if you're down 2-0. And this Hawks team is just pretty good. I mean, as I'm filming, they did just fall to the, the Cavs again, so back-to-back losses for them. But, see, that's the thing. I said it before we played them. I still think they're not real. Like, they're not a real, like, true good team. Like, they haven't beat many good teams during this stretch, as I look through their schedule, like, they don't have any quality wins. I mean, I feel like the Knicks could go on an 18-2 stretch with that Hawks schedule. I mean, it's just like, Anyone really can. Any solid team can. So the Hawks are solid. They're not great. They're not great. They lost another clutch game. They don't have clutch players. They don't. So that's my thoughts on them. But yeah, let's get to these Celtics game. So the Knicks are 3 games back of the Celtics, 3 games to play. So if the Celtics would have to lose every game, the Knicks would have to win every game. And that's just not happening because if we look at the Celtics schedule, let's see who they got. They got the Pelicans. So yeah, say goodbye to that. But I still think the Knicks right now are a game and a half up on Cleveland. Cleveland's played an extra game, but the Knicks do have that safety pillow with Cleveland playing an extra game. So I just said we were locked in. We're not really, but it's going to be rough because you still got to beat Boston tomorrow at the Garden. But you're 2-1 against Boston. Hopefully you can keep it going. I mean, Boston's a good team, great team. Tatum's back. I just feel like some people are overrating them. Like, let's take a step back. It's just my thoughts. I still think we can beat them. They're not as good as everyone makes it seem. That's all I got to say. Yeah, the Knicks look for their 6th straight home win in this game. 28-9 at home. That's just ridiculous. That's why I wish we got the 2nd seed because home court clearly matters to this team. They've been insane at the Garden this year. But yeah, let's get to these standings. And yeah, but the thing about Detroit, best team in the Eastern Conference, and there's no question about it this season. I mean, they're the 1 seed. But, I mean, Cade's coming back, but can he rise up for the playoffs? I mean, the guy, what's it called? Last year in the playoffs crumbled. He was the reason they didn't beat the Knicks. Game 4, he missed a shot. Game 6, he had 2 turnovers. Game 1, he did nothing in that 4th quarter. And Game 3, Brunson took over. I mean, people are saying Cade's a really good player. I need to see it in the playoffs. That's the thing with these players. They haven't proved it in the playoffs. Celtics, Tatum hasn't proved much in the playoffs. The year they won the finals, they had the easiest road I've ever seen. And Jalen Brown did more. Brunson rises up. This team, this Knicks team, keeps getting underestimated through the national media. I hate it. They might be inconsistent, but Brunson isn't. It's a fact. Hawks, 0 clutch players. Raptors, 0 clutch players. Magic, Paulo had last year in the playoffs, had a 9 for 29 game versus Celtics. 76ers, Maxi's clutch. I'll give them credit, but that's why I don't want to play the Sixers. I don't. They're at the 8th seed, but they're a game back of 6 with the tiebreaker on Toronto. So it's tough. I don't know. I don't know who I would want to play. And then Charlotte, what have they proved? All these teams have weaknesses. So do the Knicks. So the East is so wide open this year. So wide open. And there was another report about Giannis potentially coming to the Knicks. I don't want to focus on that. But I'm going to have to say it. If this team doesn't get a conference finals trade for him, he wants to be here, clearly. Doesn't mean we have to get him here. Depending on how you guys play, is if we get him here. Giannis is a bona fide superstar. No question about it. But you don't need him if you're already good. But, it's so tough. You got 3 games left. If we can show consistency, go 3-0, that would be great. I know the Celtics are good, but they're not that good. But for you people that are actually watching this and not the shorts, what's it called? Games that for you guys, for Knicks fans to watch, outside of the Knicks games, obviously, for standing sake. Heat Raptors. I'm assuming every Knicks fan wants to play the Raptors. It would actually be better than if the Raptors lose that game due to the fact that if they win, they tie to the Hawks and they would move up and head-to-head. So if they win that game, they would move up to 5. If they lose, they would stay at 6 due to the fact that they would be tied with Orlando and they have head-to-head over Orlando. So we want the Raptors to lose that. 76ers Rockets. We would like the Rockets to win, obviously. The 3 games we got rooting for tomorrow are Knicks, Raptors, and Knicks, Heat, Rockets. And then Friday, every team's playing. We play the Raptors. If we do, the Cavs play tomorrow? No, they don't. If we win, we're a game up on the Cavs. Wait, let me check something. If we win tomorrow, we'll be 2 games up on the Cavs because we'll have tiebreaker over them. So we wouldn't have clinched officially. Because I'm just thinking, if we had clinched the 3rd seed officially, because then I'm fine with losing to the Raptors. I'm fine with resting starters for the last 2 games. We got no dog in those games. No dog in the fight, as they say. But yeah, I I want to play the Raptors or Hawks, I guess. Hawks would be my second pick. I don't want to be matched up with the Hornets or Sixers. Magic are fine. They just physical and try hurt you. Yeah. Same with Hornets. They're physical, but yeah, I don't know. All these teams are good for different reasons, but the Knicks have just been really good versus Toronto, and it would be cool playing some players on those teams once again. But it's all good. As the Knicks have now won three, right? Yeah, three consecutive games with a 108 to 105 victory on the road against the Atlanta Hawks. We got 3 games left. Playoff time is coming up. Let's go Knicks. Thank you for watching this episode of Inside the York. Once again, I am Matthew.